Yo, 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 what is up, Wrath of Wood? What is up? Don't forget to say first. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrath of Wood is in the house. Solid developer, if I say so myself. And he is the first man on the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yo, 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 what is Wrath of Wood? Wrath of Wood, what is... Oh, I didn't know I had the extra music going in the background. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm just setting everything up real quick, and we are gonna go ahead and go solid. Alright, let's get this bad boy started. So, this is... Oh wait, one more spot. Alright. Wrath of Wood says, oh man, I gotta call first for D7, I'll hold his spot. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mana Raiders. I found this game a couple months back. Actually, a couple years back. I found it by a Let's Player. He was pushing this game. He was pushing this game like his life depended on it. Oh man, he was pushing this game hard, and like honestly, it looked good. The game looked good, so I told myself I gotta give this bad boy a shot, you know. But the game unfortunately was brought down by the developer. Sadness everywhere. Let's get ready to raid some mana, Wrath of Wood says. Recently, so you know, the more I got into the community, I found out, I got to know the developer, Wrath of Wood. Whose game is this again? Aziel Ben Israel, ladies and gentlemen. The developer of this game is Aziel Ben Israel. So, yeah, I found out about, I got to meet, well, I didn't get to meet, I got to know Aziel better. And, you know, that's when I wanted to give the game a shot. I told myself, I gotta give this bad boy a shot. But, you know, the more I got to know Aziel, the more I kept asking, hey, I really want to see this game. I really want to see this game, you know. And like, honestly, you take a look at these screenshots. This is some gorgeous mapping, some absolutely gorgeous mapping, beautiful mapping, you know. So, and the maps, they're my type of maps, the sizes that I love to see when I play a game built in this engine, you know. And any type of map is ideal, but I'm just all about those small maps because they're reminiscent of Pokemon Crystal, one of the biggest, most successful games in a long list of amazing games that I have played. Wrath of Wood says, I like the battle backs. Even the battle backs look solid, man. The battle backs look dope. There is no lack of detail behind those trees. There's no lack of detail over here. That looks like a legit forest, you know? Absolutely awesome. So we are gonna give this bad boy some love today, and we're gonna see where this takes us, you know? So, first things first, I want to see if it's controller friendly. Yes, this game is controller friendly. I am pressing the up and down button with the controller. I do have an Xbox controller. So, let's see what happens if I hit continue. Nothing happens. Looks like everything is working. Nothing's glitched. We have our stuff right here. We have options, camera, we have a battle camera. We have an active quest window. Different types of volumes, which is the standard for this type of engine. Very nicely done. Controller height. Oh man, let's start a new journey, yo. The hype is real with controller support. Ooh, nice animation right there. Hello there, my name is Fifi. I'm here to help you throughout your journey. This game is a work in progress, therefore it is quite riddled with bugs and technical oversights. So please keep that in mind during your playthrough. The creator is doing his best to fix these problems, but he's no programmer, so he can only do so much. However, if you like what you see and would like to help, you can contact him via email at this address. Okay, so one short little thing that I should mention. Wrath of Wood says, it gets weird when you have keyboard only inputs that don't work on controller. That too. Wrath of Wood, as a developer, as an independent developer of this engine, he would know. So let me explain a little better. So some of us developers, including myself, will build some games. But a lot of developers will add some features or buttons that are required for the game for you to press on the keyboard, but those buttons have not been mapped to the controller, and so it's not a controller friendly game because only half of the stuff that needs to be working on the controller are working on the controller, you know. So that's why it's important, developers out there, make sure your game is controller friendly and everything that you need for the game to work is working on the controller. Rather than say they are only one dev. Sheesh, guys, take it easy. Yo, Aziel, what's up, Aziel? It's been a while, a week. So one last thing that I want to mention before we go ahead and start this bad boy is there were a lot of how do you say it had before the logo it mentioned if you are the copyright owner of some resources that were used in this game, blah blah blah, please contact me, whatever, blah blah blah. So I imagine this developer has been using, you know, some resources that might not necessarily be available to the public and should not be they probably shouldn't be used. But again, he is saying, let me know if you see your resources so we can talk about it. Bim Lounge, what's up? What's good, peeps? Ratherwood says we grilling his game tonight. Honestly, I mean, that was a little bit of grill right there. I mean, if you're not supposed to be using some resources, don't use them and then apologize later. Like, I hope with Zola's Nightmare, I hope he's using only resources that are available for free to use and commercial use as well. I mean, we've all been there. As the developers, we've all been there, you know. We've all used resources that we're not supposed to be using without permission. I've ripped a lot of resources myself. I'm not going to mention what game for, but I never did release the game. So it's alright. Nobody go and hunt me down. Aziel said, this was my first game, so I just slapped whatever I liked into it. Absolutely, man. And that's exactly what I did too with my very first game. It's got a bunch of stuff that should not be there. And because of that, it's never going to get to see the light of day. But let's get this bad boy some love. Fresh cooked games. Oh man. Wrath of Wood is, he is smelling the carne asada that this game is going to be. Okay, I also highly recommend playing with a gamepad, as this is a very action-oriented game and a keyboard might not be sufficient enough. However, the developer hasn't managed to get working gamepad support for mapping out your buttons, so I recommend a third-party program to assign your buttons. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me! So we gotta use the keyboard and the controller, or have an extra program to run the game if it's not working on gamepad. Oh no! What is up, Brent Rawson? What is up? I hope you're doing good. Brent Rawson says, I got 30 minutes before I gotta make dinner. Don't worry about dinner, my bro. We are about to grill this game and it's gonna make a good meal. Aziel Ben Israel says, I didn't apologize. I didn't apologize. Yo, we're not apologizing here, man. We're just gonna take whatever we want. Alright, let's freaking do this. Oh, and another thing. This journey you are about to embark on can be quite challenging. It was not created for the casual gamer, but for veterans of this game. But for veterans of this genre of game that have played the classic JRPGs of the 90s. So you will die. You will die quite hard. You will die. They will bend you over past 90 degrees without any lube. Actually, this is the game over screen, so you will probably be well acquainted with each other. Yo, what is up, Genin? Genin is in the house. Welcome, Genin, welcome. Oh man, so much love. What is... I'm being overwhelmed. Oh no. Oh, this is so much love right here. I'm getting so much love. Oh man. Before the playthrough is over, but don't worry, this is blah blah blah, something. And remember, I'll be rooting for you every step of the way. Have fun. How are you doing, Abby? Ouch! Sorry, it's so cramped in here. Axel, would you move your hand? This isn't the time or place for that. Oh, what are you doing, Axel? What are you doing to her? You weren't complaining just a moment ago. Whoa! PG-13, guys. Rated R, rated R. Axel! I was only searching for the door. Ouch! That's not the door, Axel! Shh! They'll hear us. Why do I get the feeling that was on purpose? Gathalese. Ooh, that's a solid name right there. Gathalis. It appears we're approaching the Mushmur Mountains. So, we really are going to the Jithal mines? Valgus must have a plan to take Gathelia something something. Do you believe the legend is true about crystals being inside the mines? It matters not that I believe it, but that Valgus does. But without Wardalin blood, how will he be able to take it? I don't know, but Kroshgog will have his head if there's no crystal. I think we finally stopped. Perfect. I hope you're ready. Love, those mines are something something. Don't worry about me. Yeah, something. I'm always careful. Rather says wrong knob, Axel. Oh man. Ooh, we got some goblins up in the house. I gotta cover my ears now. Ferrasa says, all good RPGs begin with airships flying over the landscape. I'm just gonna drop the controller and I'm gonna write that down so Epic Wings 3 can start with airships flying across the ocean. I mean landscape. Aziel says, just remember, Zola is a prequel to this game, and that I plan on finishing this game with all royalty-free assets once Zola is finished. We would appreciate it. You would have a bigger audience. You'd be able to sell this game now. And the asset holders wouldn't try to bend you over past 90 degrees without any lube. I pray this small venture of ours will lead us to the mana crystal, Vulgus. Don't worry, Izarian. Your patience will soon be rewarded. The mana crystal lies deep within the mines. Just remember our deal. You may take the lesser crystal, so long as you leave Gathelia's crystal to me. I may very yet have my precious vengeance upon that blithering King Jithal. What is it? We're being followed. Do you smell betrayal? Whoa, this guy smells emotions? Or, fear and all of that stuff? What? I told no one of our whereabouts. Perhaps there are still some Githalian soldiers left. Should I order some of our men to stay behind to pick them off? That would be wise. See to it that they leave none alive. I don't want any of their sentries to escape. Aye, Captain. So you are going to lead me to this crystal or not, human? Of course, my men will lead the way. Let's freaking do this. Jithal Mines entrance. Let me just say right away that I like the names that Aziel has come up with for a lot of the stuff in this game. A lot of times, like, you're playing these games and you're being introduced to these countries that the developer has created, and you're kind of like, oh, alright, you know, this is the country or whatever. But, I mean, Aziel's got some gorgeous names. Gathelia? That's a solid name. I'm not even joking either. That's the thing. Abigail. It looks like we managed to sneak in without being noticed. Of course. You're with me. Remember? We'll just have to continue to trail them quietly until they lead us to the crystal. I'm sure Vulgus and the Izarians will be at each other's throats once they spot it, which at point will swipe it from under their noses and flee to the Gathelian city. What the heck is that? Brent Rawson says, names are tricky, because there isn't any logic or reason to them. Yeah. So, like, there's no... You can't say this is... I mean, unless you say Crystal City because it's made out of crystal. But other than that, you know, you're kind of just... You gotta... It's so hard to come up with names. That sounds real swell. Were you orchestrating all this? Or are you just making it up as you go along? Both. Yo, this guy is a pro. I suck at names. Giggles, you never cease to amaze me, Axel. I'm glad I'm on your side amidst all this thievery. Those letters together? It reminds me of that that meme says, random bull. Go! Named them all Mike. If this turns out to be the big score we're hoping for, them we'll finally be able to retire off these earnings. Yo, so these guys are thieves? I pray this is our last escapade. This damsel has exhausted all of her whims for adventure. Master, this is the Githalian crystal. You know you shouldn't be plotting to remove it from its resting place. If anything, you should be trying to stop Vulgus and his men. Fifi, would you leave me be? I told you not to disturb me while I'm on a raid. Is there something the matter, Axel? Who are you talking to? Oh man, so only Axel can see her? Nothing, no one. Fifi, would you leave me alone already? People will begin to think I'm going mad with you following me around all the time. But I couldn't abandon you even if I wanted to. You're my master. However, I still think you should be the one to abandon that Abigail. I don't trust her. We've been over this already. Leave the two of us alone. Axel, you're beginning to worry me. You're not having second thoughts, are you? Me? Of course not. I can't wait to steal that crystal from Vulgus, sell it, run away with you, and bang you every single night until the rest of our lives. Brent Rossi says, I make up names and people are like, how the fuck you pronounce that? I created a world with different ethnicities, creatures, and countries for a different project and just borrowed them for this game. My web novel covers a lot of the lore of the world I made to tell my stories in. Yo, Aziel has a web novel? That's wild! I'm actually working on a web novel, but... And you know, I've got the whole first chapter down, but I'm not releasing it because I want to release it with pictures. And all the pictures I drew just aren't living up to my expectations. So I'm kind of just... I'm waiting to find a really sweet artist who I'm happy with their graphics with. And then I'm going to go from there. As long as I got the money anyway. Avelian Grunt. D7 says first! I don't care! I was here first! Oh man! D7! D7 think he here first. Mana haters. Well, if it isn't a fair damsel and a Galathian rat, it looks like the men and I will be having some fun tonight. After all, oh snap! They plan to take the girl. This bandit appears to be quite strong compared to the ones you've fought before. I'll support you with combat advice. I don't need your help, Fifi. This ugly bloke will fall with one stroke. It looks like we'll have to dispatch this swine or else he'll alert the others of our presence. Are you ready, Abby? Don't worry. I'll make him taste fire. Oh man, we don't even get to save, dude! Dude, we don't even... Yo, Aziel, you're gonna throw us into a combat system that is beyond complicated, and we don't even get to save just before we get to do this. D7 is 8th, and there's only 6 people here. Howdy to D7, Brent Wasson. Yo, D7 is about to start a battle. He's about to start a duel, and he don't even have a blue eyes white dragon. Let me help reacquaint you with the basics of combat, master. Tutorials, huh? Fifi, I already told you, I don't need any of your help. Anyway, combat moves very fast and is centered around counterattacks. Every member of combat has a high counterattack rate, which means a single turn can last for a very long time depending on how many counterattacks take place during it. This means that the majority of the damage you deal will be through counterattacks. In some cases, a battle can be fought and won within a single turn due to this system. In this battle system, landing a hit on your opponent is not up to chance or what some like to call random RNG. You'll have to manually time your attacks by pressing the confirm button during your opponent's attack motion, like so. Swinging the confirm button while Axel is swinging will allow you to land a successful hit. But keep in mind that if you fail to press anything while your character is attacking, you will automatically miss. So always be on your toes and don't worry about timing for now. Just know to press confirm whenever you're attacking. Okay, I got it. Aziel says, bruh, if you die here, just turn the game off. Sheesh, it's that hard? 40-minute tutorials, yo. Why is everyone always trying to throw tutorials out here, man? It's like this engine isn't even RPG Maker, it's RPG Tutorial. Oh, so there's another person who has played this game? I'll have to check it out. Now, for defense. Your survival is completely in your hands in terms of if you can dodge the enemy or not by holding down one of the 4 directional buttons. Up, down, left, or right. Your character will evade opponent's attack depending on which direction they're attacking from. Now go ahead and hold the right button and observe. Very good! You get a Scooby snack! You've successfully dodged the opponent's attack. Did you notice how enemy attacked you from the left? That's why I instructed you to hold right. Just as the enemy was about to hit you, timing isn't too important when it comes to dodging. So just make sure you're holding the proper button during an enemy's attack sequence. Don't get too confident just yet. The enemy can attack you from any direction. Hold the left and observe. Excellent! You get 2 Scooby snacks, my boy! Now hold up. Great! You remember, the enemy can attack you from above as well, so hold down. Superb, master! Learning how to dodge each of your opponent's attacks can be difficult, so a much simpler way to avoid damage is by parrying. Parrying? That's correct, master. Press the confirm button while your opponent is attacking and you'll completely negate damage. Go ahead and press confirm. Wow, master! You're a freaking genius, boy! That was excellent! Parrying is strong, but not every attack can be parried, and not all weapons are capable of parrying. So be sure to check a weapon's description to see if it's capable of it. D7 says this is gonna help your nerd score too. That's all the combat advice I can think of for now. Later on, as things get more complex, I'll be sure to help you then. But always remember, if you do nothing on your party members will do nothing. Go ahead and give that bandit a headache. He'll never forget. He's gonna get more than just a headache. Let's fight. A nerd talking to another nerd tutorial. Brett Rosen, Nerd Mansion about to platinum this game. I wish, man. We'll see. We'll find out. D7, Azil says, D7, we really gotta see you playing this game, again. I want to see you tackle the super boss, Firvoth. More complex. Well, what? Okay, so we got some goods. Oh, okay. We got some abilities. We got MP. We got our VP. Is that so? VP, I imagine, is our attack points. Swipe, counter targets that have an item to steal while above. Silence the target with the sword of mana multiple times. Bashes the target with an enchanted hammer to steal their vigor. Oh, vigor points! A 20-hour demo hype, let's go. 20 hours long? This ain't a demo, this is 5 different games. Sheesh. Okay, let's go ahead and use Zin Avalo. And let's use Scarlet Strike. Ah! Ah! Please take my mana. Oh, dude, I'm getting wrecked. Ah! 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 Oh my gosh, this is hard, yo! Alright, let's try this again. Ah! Sheesh! I believe in you guys! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, yo, this guy's kicking my butt. I'll give you the best support I can. Ah. Why? I'm here for you guys. Sheesh. I don't think I'm timing. Ah. Yeah, I don't... Ah. Let's try again. I got it that time. Oh! Oh, it's the confirm button! That's right. I've been pressing the directional buttons, but it's the confirm button. Please take my mana! You better freaking give me my mana! Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I was accidentally pressing the directional buttons instead of the confirm button. The battle system wants me to press the confirm button when I'm attacking, and directional buttons when I'm being a loser. Wrath of Wood says, I have to play it to get the timing. Right now it feels like they move too fast to see where they are attacking from. Yeah, exactly. They're off screen, so I can't see them jumping and stuff like that. Which is why I was seeing D7 play this game back when he was pushing it, and I was like, this game looks gorgeous, but I have no idea what's going on. Like, I have no idea if D7 was controlling the characters, how he's making it so that he's missing. Like, is that a attack or whatever, you know? Well, that takes care of him, but we shouldn't get to something now. Just stay behind me, and we should be able to get by without any more hiccups. That one. Okay. Oh, shoot! Where the world did you come from? Oh, don't mind me. I'm not a bandit. I don't work for Krajgog. My name is Kazak. What business do you have with us? I travel all the world of Jathalis, searching for sparring partners. My only desire is to better myself through training. I've gotten real strong and keen over the years, and I can see great potential in you. Say, if you don't mind, how about we spar? It could prove to be quite useful in owning your abilities. I think I'll decline your offer. We have more important matters to attend to. Alright, suit yourself, but if you ever change your mind, I'll be here for the time being. Master, sparring with this Izarian could be a great way to practice and review everything I just told you about combat. Maybe some other time, Fifi. By the way, I can help you recover your progress by using fairy crystals. It's the only way outside of sleeping at inns or such places where you can do that right now. You currently have 3 fairy crystals. Just press the F button. Great! And there's no controller support for that F, I imagine, when you want to use them. And please remember to use them wisely, Master. They're quite rare. Axel, we should really get going. We don't want Vulgus to get too far ahead of us. You're right. Let us be off. Okay, so let's confirm. I press the Y. Nothing. I press X. Nothing. I press A. Nothing. I press L1 and L2. Nothing. R1 and R2. Nothing. So that means that the controller does not have an F mapped to it. And when I press F on my keyboard, nothing is happening. Where's X on the F on the Xbox controller? What was that? Okay, so I want to save. The escape button is not menu. Menu is available on the controller when I press Y. So, what about 0? Nope. 0. Whoops. So yes, there is. I am confirming there is no menu button on the controller. It's on the control. You can only access it through the Y button on the controller. Oh wait. Yep. It's working now. So I'm pressing on the crystals. Goods. So the crystals are not in the item box. Oh, okay. They're in. Okay. So I did have to look for the crystals. A precious and mythical rare stone that is said to have the power to possess a person's memories. Can hold up to 10. Press the F key to summon a fairy to use it. Mana in its purest form. One of the world's rarest and most valuable materials. What can I help you with? Record progress. I'll require a fairy crystal. You currently have 3. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Now, I do want to explore this developer's ability to figure out that using the crystal will send us to the menu, and then if we do nothing, just let me know if you need anything. Does that mean I got my crystal back? Yep, I got my crystal back. What if I do this and this and this and this, and then I go to record progress, and then I do that, but then I don't record my progress? So yes, it did use 1 crystal even though I didn't record my progress. Anyway, I'm gonna get my crystal back, y'all. Gotta get my monies back, y'all. Give me my monies back. Have you changed your mind? Nah. Master! What is it now, Fifi? The next area is very dangerous and contains a plethora of fiends. We're aware of that, Fifi. That's not all. Most fiends attack from the shadows, so you'll randomly encounter them. But some fiends and Volgus men will be quite visible in the area. I would advise staying away from them since they are much stronger than the random encounters. You also cannot run away from them, so please don't get spotted. D7 says, "Oh man, not the score!" Ezio says, "I'm mapping the new dungeon while I watch." Wrath of Hood? Thanks for the advice, Phoebe. One last thing. I have the unique ability to sense hidden items within an area. Once you enter an area, I'll let you know if there are any hidden chests around and how many there are left. These types of items can only be found by checking for hidden walls. They're usually a small faint sign to show you that a hidden wall is nearby. So be on the lookout, Master. Thanks, Fifi. Let's bounce. Aziel passing out. Is that true? It looks like we ran into some fiends this time, Master. Allow me to explain to you that sometimes an enemy's attack will be too quick to react to. So in these instances, it may be best to simply hold a directional button continuously throughout the fight. Let's go ahead and practice dodging these wolves, attacking now by holding the right. Yo, we already went over this! Directional button. Too predictable. Let's keep practicing. You'll need to apply more effort. You embarrass yourself. It's very important you learn what direction to constantly hold when fighting certain enemies, or else they'll get a cheap shot at you. I'll try to give you the edge or something like that. Brent Rossi says you can't say Aziel didn't teach you how to play. 20% gameplay, 80% Fifi. Yo, I'm dead serious, man. It's all been tutorials up until now, man. We've been, what, 49 minutes? And I feel like I grew a beard, had 9 different children, and we're still at tutorials? Let's attack. Let's freaking do this. Ow! Yo, there's a dead guy right there. We should clear the room first before we meddle with this. Don't tell me how to live my life. Vulgus carnage knows no bounds. Brent Ross says, but you always hear people complain, no tutorials! Oh man. People just want to have fun, man. I mean, nobody ever gave me a tutorial when I played Final Fantasy VII, and it's one of the most successful games in the market. Axel's party got the upper hand. You bet we did. We can pull through this. Ooh, we get to strike twice? Ow! Yes! Brett Rawson says, I think the best thing is to make them optional. Sephiroth was like, Cloud, press the A button. Oh, that's so bad. He ain't lying though. I don't remember I really don't remember Sephiroth saying, Cloud, you need to press the A button to defeat me. Oh man. Wrath of Wood says, Final Fantasy VII is full of those mini game tutorials for toilet plunging and whatnot. Brent Rawson says, it sounds like them problems to me. So just a piece of advice. This is completely optional, of course, because it's only advice, you know. But mostly for... I mean, this isn't directed at Aziel. This is directed at everyone else. So, I've had people... I've had people completely finish my game. They were very happy with the game. And they were... A year later, they came back and re-downloaded it and played it again. And I've done the same thing to Final Fantasy VII, you know? And guess what I would like... When I went back and I played Final Fantasy VII, I knew exactly what buttons to press. I knew exactly how to play Final Fantasy VII the second time around. And people that love your game and Getting Miles says that I'm dying, Brett. Cloud, press the A button. Yeah, but a lot of people, they're gonna want to replay your game, because if you've got a successful game and you've got a fun game, and by the way, guys, I'm having fun. This battle tutorial, this battle system is fun. I'm having a blast, actually. But if I like this game so much, if I like this game enough that I'm gonna want to play it a second time down the road, I'm gonna want to be able to play it without those tutorials. You know, that's why, like what Brent Rawson said, some of these tutorials should be optional, because you're gonna have a lot of veteran downloads also. A lot of people that are gonna want to replay your game, and they're probably gonna be like, oh, come on, let's just skip this already. I want to get to the fun part. Because I know I've done that many times with 7. I've done that with 10, you know. And actually, Final Fantasy X gives me the option, I think, to skip some tutorials. D7 says, this game is really solid though. It's different, why people can't grasp it. They want hand holding, and this game doesn't do that. It requires skills, to be honest. Well, like, to be honest, I'm not even that skilled. I was pressing the A button when I thought I should be pressing it, and I landed the hit. I was like, wait, really? I was like, did I really just land the hit? I was like, yo, that's dope. So it's got a big range, you know, and it's not super precise to where I'm missing every attack, and that's made this fun automatic. That has automatically made this game a lot funner than I thought it was gonna be. Because at first I thought I was gonna get crushed at every corner. I thought the bosses or the monsters were just gonna mop the floor with me, but it turns out this game is actually pretty fun. Alright, let's freaking do this. A rusty minecart. Wait, there's something inside. 1 mana shard. So I get the feeling that we can move that minecart with the little... Oh no! Oh man, this is fun, yo. Oh, I parried the guy. Dang it, I didn't press it on time. Ah! Ah! Oh, I dodged him! Yo! Dang it! Aziel says, the game doesn't really get fun until you unlock Final Fantasy VII style job systems, the whole inspiration for making this game. Another batch of imbeciles down. Let's keep this pace up. Alright, can we get the rats? Bitter tonic? What was that? I just found some random stuff. Yo, and check this out. We can dash. I love that we can dash. I'm not being restrained. Oh, I dodged him! Oh, I dodged him! Sick! Oh no, I'm Ah. No! Oh no! Yo, I got destroyed. Whoa, it looks like we ran into a dead end. But don't give up. There must be a way for us to forge ahead. I believe in you. If you want, I could recall our memories to continue our journey, or we could end everything right here. It's up to you. Recall memories, of course, my dog. So what do you think? You think it's over? No, it's not over. We can do this. However, in the defense of this game, so even if for some reason we lack the potions, which for a standard RPG would be brutal, in this game you can make it so that every single enemy misses if you time it right. That makes it fair if you don't have any potions. That makes it so you can go through the whole dungeon without a potion and just rock it, which makes it acceptable for me to have died where I died, but it was still sad. Ow! 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 Perfect. So obviously I'm gonna want to find out. Pickaxe. The random encounter is very high. Very high. Ow! Yo! Yo, I got healed! Yo! Yo, I wrecked! Yo, I wrecked! We should clear the room first before we meddle with this, of course. We ran into some cave bats, Master. Since this is a flying enemy, then shut up! Just let me play! Alright, let's freaking do this. Wait, holding cancel what? Oh no! They're not letting up. Let's keep blocking. I don't know what the cancel button is. Ow! Well, I screwed up that tutorial. In my defense, though, I was just trying to have fun. There's a reason why a lot of people play a game, and it's to have fun. Let's freaking do this. Honestly, this game's not that hard. I thought it was gonna be way, way harder. I think the only thing that's starting to frustrate me now is the rate of encounters. Ugh. So does that mean he comes back to life? Nope, doesn't mean he comes back to life. So, life toning. Yep. Perfect. This one is gone. What a shame. We should clear the room first before we meddle with this. A risky minecart. Oh gosh, darn it, really? Resistance up. Okay, there's probably gonna be a tutorial right here. Brilsis enters battle with the user's status already boosted. Clearsis restores a small amount of vigor to the party. Avalo engulfs the target in flames and ignites them upon a critical hit. Ow! Yo, I was getting wrecked. This won't be getting up anytime soon. 'Tis a shame Vulgus employs such young men. This one could have had such a bright future ahead of him. Wait, what did I get? And we gave no save points? I mean, wait, do we got 2 save crystals. Oh man. Oh, this is rough. This game got no chill. Yo, we gotta save right here. So, ah! Oh man, these guys are hard though. What the freak? I changed my mind. I changed my mind. There's no heal. There's no save unless I use my restores the amount of vigor to the party. Let's try and do that. Okay. Okay. What the freak? Brent Ross says only Super Saiyan D7 is allowed to say that. D7 says this is not a bad game. Yo, how did D7 do it, man? Whoa, that's a ball right there. Yo, what the freak? That guy's gotta go down. Oh, heck no, that guy's gotta go down. I'm sure we'll manage somehow. Nope. You gotta take this guy out first. Take that guy out. Yo, I dodged him. I'll try to give you a great edge. Yo, that fairy, is that fairy healing me? I appreciate that. Azil says, there's a free save and heal spot close by. Brent Ross says, I'll say one thing, this battle system is fun to watch. It's actually fun to play too, but it's very, very punishing if you're not doing it, like if you're not pressing the buttons and stuff. Let us press then. Mother. Are we playing Epic Winks? Because I feel a high battle rate. And what is up with this? Like, I can see some shining stuff. I should be able to pick them up, but I can't. Like, how do I call that fairy girl? Zariangra, tell us where the mana crystal is, or your life is forfeit. Githalian Minor, we have no knowledge of such matters. Please spare us. We mean you know ill will. These Githalians take us for fools. That they do. They always believed our kind to be as lowly swine, then we will rend them to squeal like swine. You will die before that happens. Now I need to explain to you how critical hits work. Okay. In this world, critical hits can only be achieved if you press the confirm button as late as possible during your attacks. The instance where Axel flashes purple is a good indicator of when you should press the confirm button for the critical hit. Keep in mind that this is the only way to achieve a critical hit, since there are no variables that determine your critical hit rate, so you should practice your timing whenever you get the basics down. The battle system is so fast in this game that I don't think I'd be able to chance a critical rate. It would just happen it would happen by accident, I feel. Okay, I got it. It's time we move on to magic. Oh my gosh! Magic is a bit more complex, but easier to master once you get the hang of it. Let's start by observing Abigail. The red glyph you see above Abigail indicates that she is about to cast a spell. Here you can press the confirm button at any point for her attack to be successful. However, if you wish to perform a critical hit with magic, then you'll need to press the confirm button right at the very end of her swinging her arm. Spells also have the unique property of adding status elements on the target when you perform a critical hit. Observe. D7's game is gonna be so complex, it's gonna make Zola's Nightmare battle system look like Pong. Oh no! D7's battle system is gonna require you to hit the confirm button before the attack. After the attack, it's gonna make you roll a dice. Your attack is only successful if you roll a 7. And there's only one of 6 numbers. Oh no! Notice how the enemy is now green. That's because Abigail's spell inflicted the corrosion status on him because she landed a critical hit. Now observe. Wow, did you see that? Abigail countered the enemy with Avalo. That's because when someone is affected with corrosion, they take twice damage from heat attacks. So Abigail naturally countered him with the spell for no loss of MP. And what's more is that because Abigail's Avalo was a critical hit, the enemy is now ignited. Ignited enemies take damage every turn and their might and fortitude is halved. So as you can see, it's very important you learn how to time your critical attacks and to learn where your enemy weaknesses are to exploit them through counterattacks. Clear Gross. I'm sure we'll manage somehow. As you said, Lowell's battle system is actually a lot simpler than this initially. Brent Ross says initially. Oh, he blocked me. Hang in there. Yeah. Easy for you to say. Yes! Take that dude out! Take that dude out! Counter bitter potion? Ugh! Brent Rosson says, so how can you tell if he gets a successful hit more damage? I mean, if you don't press the X button on time, then you just miss. So basically, if you're not participating in the battle or not doing anything, then you're just gonna miss every time, and the enemies are gonna land a hit every single time. But if you are participating in the battle and actually like pressing the buttons, then you're gonna notice that it's gonna land damage instead of missing, and you're also gonna notice that you're blocking damage or avoiding damage or evading damage instead of being hit. Aziel says the critical hit system is also in Zola, though. It says critical hit. Yeah, no freebies. How did this Jethalian rat best us? This Jethalian's strength has not waned like the others. Could he be? Their light has faded? Good riddance. Axel, we should not have gotten involved. We've only brought more attention to ourselves. You think me to be the kind to stand idle while innocent are slaughtered? I know they aren't your kin, but we cannot save every soul we come across that is in peril. I have no kin. We've tarried here enough. Let us be on our way. Axel, you're hopeless. We're going back in there. Shoot. Who do you think I am? That power you displayed to fell those Izarians. Are you in Wardolan? Wardolans are mere fables, my friend. I am simply another Rook seeking to make best of my lot in his life. Well, thank you for saving my life. I wish I had some way to repay you, but I don't. Except this potion right here. You owe me no debt. You're too kind. Now, I wonder if I should have followed my brother and become a Palith for His Majesty King Jethal. At least I'd feel more confident with the sword. Again, with the sweet names. Jethal, King Jethal. I have not seen the manner of power you displayed since Prince Zekiel has walked these tunnels. You have a rare gift, brother. Living a few seasons as a Rook has its benefits. But I did have aid. Jethalian Miner says, I hate to admit it, but we're powerless against those bandits right now. I just hope they don't find the mana crystal, but with your power, you might just be able to stop them. By the way, if you need to rejuvenate yourself, take some water from the bucket. Psh, I feel good as new. But where is that save point, y'all? What can we do? Valgus and Kroshgog have slain all of the soldiers, and we're miners. We're not fit for battle. Take this trinket with you, lad. May it bear you a better fortune than its previous owner. Thank you, good sir. Its use will not go to waste. That is a common gun we miners carry around to fend off the fiends. The trick to getting more shots out of it is to press the confirm button just as the target is hit instead of when you fire it. Oh, sweet. So basically, this Jethalian miner knows he's an NPC. He is aware that he is an NPC because he is letting me know to press the confirm button. Let's get out of here. The save point, it's outside. Right here? This right here? This? What about Is it that rat over there? Caster's Vial. Can we flee? It's dope! We can flee. But let's look at our status. So we've got... Okay, so it looks like we do get some good XP when we're grinding. Brent Russell says, I think fourth wall breaking tutorials are more fun than just press A. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. But I did that, so I'm biased. Take that and that, you! Ow! Yes! It's jammed. Let me see. What do we got over here? Okay, so we got some stuff going on here. Is this our lot? To say idle while these reproaches Palafiler Galathean's valuables? You still have your lives. I suppose you're right. By the way, you can cancel your counterattacks by... Mother effer! I was having a good conversation when all of a sudden he was all like, by the way, you can cancel your attacks by holding the page down button during the enemy's attack. However, if you just want to counter with your regular attack, then hold the page up button instead. During a turn in combat, some actions will always happen before others. Usually defensive techniques or buffs will be used before offensive ones. And techniques that require mana will usually happen before basic attacks. Items will usually be used before basic attacks, but after abilities are used. There are exceptions to everything though. Remember, this if you want to keep an edge in battle. To think I gave up the life of a Blavik caster to be a miner. I was at the top of my class. May I ask why you put away your class? Long story short, slimy Grushian weaseled me out of all of my magic orbs. Well, save for these spare heat orbs. The only minerals that matter down here are gold and silver. That sounds rather unfortunate. These days, the only way a magic user can earn some honest coin is through teaching or mercenary work, neither of which I'm good at. Say, you know what? Let me guess. You gotta press the confirm button to do something. Oh, thank you, sir. As a fellow Scarlet caster, perhaps you'll find more use for them than me. Also, are you familiar with elemental chains? See, I appreciate this. I think this is the first chance I got the option to go through a tutorial. Elemental chains, let's freaking do it. Whatever. Of course, all of the greatest Scarlet casters are familiar. Oh no, I meant to say I want the tutorial. Hey, ask about. See, that's how we do it. But these chains also apply to state. Yes, we did something good here. Well, for instance, heat times 2 against corrosion, electric times 2 against drenched state, of course, and break times 2 against frozen state, of course. The mines are even more dangerous below the second hit level. Hopefully those bandits succumb to the fiends of those depths. A rusty minecart. Wait, there's something inside. Mana shard. Oh. We've got a zoomed in. Best not to touch this. Zoomed in camera. Would you like to rest, Master? Of course. Aziel is the one who spoiled D7 with all the text box icons. Would you like to record your memories? It won't cost you a fairy crystal. Let's freaking do this, yo. Perfect. Yo, what's up? A traveler in such dire times? How did you have the strength to fend off those bandits? As a ruck, I have the might to engage them, but you shouldn't. You should stay here until those bandits depart or are no more. Do they pursue the legend of the mines? That they dare, I believe. I take it you are not among them. I pursue the legend myself, however, not for those reprobates. Then I pray you, if you venture deeper into the mines, keep a look out for my dear young brother, Hanania. We were attacked by the cave Tigant deep within the mines. I was ahead of him, which fashioned my escape, but I dare not venture where those bandits fester. A rook of your caliber would have no qualms with the deed I've waged. Accept this quest. Let's freaking do it. I will keep my eyes open for your brother. But pray tell, what manner of man should they seek? He is the only miner here that hasn't lived past a score. And he dons a special amulet given to him by our mother. I make no promises that I'll find him, but I'll do what I can. You are most gracious, kind sir. The will remember this deed. Axel, we came here for only one purpose. Only a fool will not believe that young man is anywhere but his grave. Patience, Abby. We will lose no ground in our pursuit for the crystal. By the way, take the liberty of resting in my bed here whenever you get tired. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ain't trying to waste no crystal. Who do you think I am, a big spender? No, sir. We're gonna keep our crystals. And we're only gonna be saving when we hit the bed. Wait, what do we got over here? Whoa, we got stuff over here? Yo, we got stuff over here. Electric orb. What is this? We got stuff over here too? Better to pocket this than leave it laying around. I feel like not adding the climbing, not telling us that we can climb up there, and then just putting a chest up here, a treasure chest, to indicate that it's possible to go up here would make it much more rewarding if the player found out that they can climb these vines. But that's just a suggestion. Aqua orb. Aqua orb. Aqua orb. Nice. Nice. Rock orb. I like the footsteps. Freaking take this frog down. What's up, girl? Leora. Why, hello there. My name is Leora. What brings you two travelers to Jithal Coast? At this hour? One could ask you that. This coast is not safe. Blood has been split this night. Is that so? We won't have anything to do with the mines, would it? I heard some commotion not long ago. May I ask what you're doing here? I'm hunting frogs. For their bubble barrier ability. This is the only hour one can find them. What on Jithlis for? That ability is actually quite unique and powerful, but it is very difficult to master. Precisely! I'm a Mivik caster, so hunting fiends for their strengths daily is the life I live. A blue mage, I see. We've got a blue mage here. Seems to be quite taxing of a class. Not as much as a rook or a scarlet caster. That is, if you find no pleasure in them. I take it you once led the lives of those classes? You're correct. There was a time when I felt compelled to take on those occupations, but then I realized it was but a futile attempt to put aside my true calling. The Mivik caster is a family heirloom meant to aid the weak by taming fiends. I share your passion, but for my own class. Perhaps you do. Perhaps you do. Axel! We've tarried here enough. Yes, you're right. We must be off now. Farewell, traveler. Farewell! May our paths cross again in the near future. Alrighty then. Ah! What? Wait, what? This way leads to Quada Coast Village. I have no purpose there now. Liquid ooze. Oh man. No, not liquid ooze again. This has got some HP. Yo! Yo, what's up, dog? What's up? I'm just gonna drop by and use your bed real quick, alright? Yeah, you got it, bro. Running away is easy, says Aziel. Are you calling me a coward? Okay, so check this out. I see this in a lot of RPG games. And you know, I have nothing against it, but I have pointed it out in the past. And you know, I thought I'd point it out for the sake of, you know, game development. So I am going in the up direction. Now I am facing the down direction. So again, I'm gonna go in the up direction, and it sends me in the down direction. Yeah. Let's continue, shall we? What? It appears the way has cleared, then let us proceed. The mine's depths lie just ahead of us. I cannot say I am not frightened by what may lurk in that darkness, but I am glad you are at my side, Axel. Stay close to me, Abby. Hold my hand and hug me tight. I will. We should be safe as long as we pick and choose our battles. Running away from menacing fiends will be our benefit as well. No, don't do it yet. Oh, dude, who is that? Well, who was that? I guess. A rusty minecart. Life tonic. Perfect. Beth of Wood says, oh yeah, I avoid confusing doors. AAA does it too. Beth of Wood, I think Kingdom Hearts has spot you hold up and get stuck in 2 rooms. Oof. Ron Rosson says, sometimes just gotta make an extra hallway. D7 says, wonder what Nikarasu will say about this game. If Nikarasu plays it. I have asked Nikarasu to play my game as well, but you know, he's MIA right now. According to D7, I think he has come back, but you know, we all deserve a break, or sometimes people just want to relax, watch the show and not participate. Sometimes I do that. But the only thing that matters is that we are there to support. I feel like that matters because it makes the viewer count go up, and when the viewer count goes up, YouTube pushes your video to more audience, and therefore you guys help with the YouTube algorithm, and you know, we all win. We all win, and that's what matters. We reviewed Ace's game like 5 days ago. What? No freaking way! For real? That's dope. He probably hasn't played my game because I haven't played his game, and I think he's asked me to play his game in one of my live streams, but like on any of my official forums for requesting a game to play by the Nerd Mansion, there's no request by him or anything, so it's kind of like, you know. Brent Rossa says 10-2. Master, do you see those blue icons over the spider? Yes, I do. It's their Aegis, is it not? Correct, Master. Most enemies you face will have that icon and a number above them. Now please pay very close attention because that number above them represents how powerful their Aegis is. As long as the enemy's Aegis is up, your attacks will only do 10% of their overall damage to them. It's imperative you shatter their Aegis with an ability that pierces. I know about piercing, Fifi. That's what my shield bash ability is for. That's right, Master. You'll always counter with an ability that pierces until an enemy with the shattered Aegis attacks you. Piercing abilities will also only deal 50% damage to enemies with Aegis instead of just 10%. But obviously their main purpose is to shatter. And keep in mind that once the turn ends, the enemy's Aegis will regenerate to full, but only if it had been shattered. Abigail's Scarlet Strike ability will deal a whopping 10 Aegis damage, while your Shield Bash ability only does 5 Aegis damage. However, if you equip a Sword Master, then your Shield Bash ability will hit twice total, meaning in 10 Aegis damage, while also healing you in the process. Maybe I'll switch to a good sword then. Well, whatever you do, Never enter battle without an ability that pierces. So, shield bash, huh? There are so many mechanics in this game. So many mechanics. I am scared to know what the final boss of this game would look like. With maybe like 50 AGs and several counterattacks and several evasion abilities and I don't know what else. Oh, I shattered him. Yo, boy, yeah, poke him real good. Yeah, boy, ooh. Woo, oh yeah. Oh man, that's gold right there. That is gold. Brent Ross said, I like how the Nerd Mansion did it when he would just pick out random games from the forum. That way you get not a bad games and not a good games. I will go back to that. So the other day I just chose a random game and you know I did tell Aziel a couple months ago that I really wanted to play Mana Raider because it looked fun, and it turns out it is fun. But I'm trying to discover new talent. You know, I do have to show love to the community, but at the same time, I also want to discover new developers, and I want to play their games and stuff. You know, that's how you expand. That's how you get bigger audience and you know get to know more people, get to know somebody who works at Square Enix that'll give me a job. I'm just kidding, guys. But you know, expanding, you gotta discover new developers, and that's what it's all about, you know. I am playing Mana Raider today because I did tell Aziel last week that I would, so here I am. But definitely gotta hit those forums. Definitely gotta hit those forums. Aziel says, the Nerd Mansion asked for Mana Raiders a long time ago. T7 says, ain't no love playing this. Oh man. More like being forced. Don't forget that you can equip abilities, Master. Huh? Gosh. Yo, how many tutorials are we gonna do? In the main menu, you can learn various abilities. This is where your true strength comes from, Master. If you learn and equip strong abilities, you'll be virtually unbeatable in combat. For now, I would recommend learning Lyrkruk's Sight ability. It'll make it easier for you to spot hidden chests, as well as negate random encounters. While it is active, it will also let you examine the parameters and weaknesses of enemies while in combat. I'll look into it, Fifi. Thanks. Well, just force me into it, why don't you? Sheesh! He was like, alright, I'll look into it, but I'm gonna force you into the screen too. Sheesh! Wrath of Wood says, is Square hiring idea people? Absolutely, my man. I don't know when Square isn't hiring if you're the right man for the job. T7 says, Master? Is that slavery? I think so. Brightness. Brightens dark areas with the L button. Here we go with the L button that doesn't work. And makes hidden paths more detectable. Avoids random encounters while active in battle. It reveals the target's strength and weaknesses without consuming a turn. Can be toggled on and off outside of battle. So it requires Orbs. Does it? Yep, it does require orbs. Some abilities can also be shared amongst party members. Most moderators call this ability sharing. Ability sharing. Okay, here goes. Ability sharing. Yes, Master, abilities can be shared with other party members in battle, as long as the user who has the ability is alive. When you view an ability's description, be on the lookout for this icon. This indicates that as long as the ability is equipped, the user will share it with the other party members. Sounds youthful. I'll keep that in mind. It's quite useful. It can mean the difference between victory or defeat in battles. You should also be aware of icons with small green stars above them. Take a gander at these two icons here. The first one will be above the user that has the ability equipped, while the other without the star will be displayed above. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Gander at those. The first one will be above the user that has the ability equipped, while the one without the star will be displayed above. The other party members, as long as the party member with the green star is alive, it will be shared with everyone else in the battles. This should make things easily convenient for when you wish to equip the same ability on multiple party members, but you're limited on ability slots. Speaking of which, some classes have certain abilities innate to them, so you should never have to worry about equipping them in your ability slots. Some weapons and armor will also equip certain abilities for you, which should help you get past the ability slot limit. Thanks for the advice, Fifi. Of course, Master. But beware. Okay. Of course, Master. But I've got more to tell you. Everything I said also applies to our enemies as well. Brent Rawson says, yes, they need somebody for their next project, Hexagonal Story. Ezio says, don't know why you're signing on all the tutorials. Just skip them if you don't want to read them. Ezio says, as long as you know what your own abilities do, should be fine skipping everything. Oh, we got some money. Mind Stone, let's freaking go. Axis Party got the upper hand. Let's freaking do this. No! Dope. Yo, she almost died on me. Oh no. Can we use skills outside of battle? Wait, what? Yo, we can use the skill outside of battle! Dope. We should clear the room first before we meddle with this. I wonder if we're gonna have to fight that guy to... Yeah, let's freaking do it, yo. We're gonna have to do shield bash on that guy. Yes! Yes! Ugh. I'm finding it so hard to dodge that arrow. We get a lot of XP from the battles on screen. This, which I like. This is, well, not a lot of XP. We get more XP than the battles, the random battles, but the battles that are on screen are tougher, which makes sense that why we would get more XP, which I appreciate that. This bunch was a lot sturdier than the last. They didn't seem so strong. Whether you believe it or not, you're a lot more powerful than your average ruck, asked Axel. Bah, perhaps in luck I am. Blavik staff, let's freaking go. Optimize. Yo! What is this? A lovely stone that emits a green aura. Those who touch it feel more energized. Boosts the wearer's vigor by 10%. Freaking sweet. Optimize. Leather whip? Sheesh. Iron sword. Might, fortitude, resilience, resistance, and agility. A staff often found, Aziel says, forgot to remove it. Aziel doesn't want optimize in this game. I mean, it gave me some pretty good stuff. Charming stone that emits a yellow glow. Whips and chains, yo. We're playing 50 Shades of Grey. Battle gear, Blavik chest. Leather whip. But where's my might? Oh, the attack is right there. It's mentioned in stars. Attack rank is 4 stars. I feel like we should not include the stats if we're going to include the weapon details in the description. But we are going to go with Iron Sword. And we are going to heal ourselves. And I also am going to use a crystal because it is near the end of the stream. We are reaching that time. But I want to see what's in the next map before I do. I can sense at least one hidden chest in this area. So, Let's talk about this game, shall we? Let's talk about this game. Just like Trials of Cascadia, I would play this game so hard if I were playing it by myself and I wasn't streaming. This game is fun and frustrating at the same time. Yeah, this game is fun and frustrating at the same time. Like, I was definitely having fun with this game, yo. Like, I thought, my initial thoughts before I downloaded this game is it's fun to watch but not fun to play. But actually, getting it in my hands and playing it and understanding the gameplay, I found this game to be fun. This was a fun game. The battle rates add to the frustration. Not just tutorials, because the battle rates are high. This current version has about 10-15 hours of gameplay. I'll be updating it frequently to add more content until it's finished. You guys also have permission to record your gameplay of it, but let me know so I can watch it and share it. So it's got about 10-15 hours of gameplay, about as long as Epic Wings, the first one. Epic Wings is about 15 to 20 hours long. So this game could potentially be a full game. Aziel could just get tired of it, add an ending boss, an ending scene, and call it a full game. Because it's already the length of a full game, basically. I mean, Epic Wings, the first Epic Wings, is that long. And it's a full game. You know? It's a full RPG game. So this is right there with it. You know? 4 stars. This bad boy has got 4 stars. That shows how fun this game is. This game is fun. So as far as the mapping, the battle system was very fun. I never found any grammars or bugs. And I was entertained the whole game, mostly. Well, I was entertained the whole game minus the tutorials and the battle rates. The battle system is fun. It's the frustration comes from when you get into a battle. You know, like when you're playing Pokemon Crystal and you're playing some RPG, even Final Fantasy X, and you get into that random battle and you're just like, that's not in my plans. Gosh darn it. It's never in your plans to get into that random battle, but it happens. Once you're inside the battle's fun, you know, but getting into that battle sucks, you know. It's nobody likes random battles. I do it myself. I do random battles in my games. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's a classic feature. It's a classic system, but for the random battles to be very high, you know, it could be adjusted. So it's a fun game. I had an absolute blast, minus the tutorials. All right, let's freaking go. So now the Nerd Mansion score. Let's do the Nerd Mansion score, shall we? Also, for those who don't know, the Nerd Mansion score is available off. The Nerd Mansion score is available online for everyone to see. So I think I've dropped the link to the Nerd Mansion score so people can access it in previous videos. I gotta do this. I gotta start including it in my newer video descriptions. But I mean, you can't edit the score, but you can definitely scroll through all the games that have been played and look at all of the scores. So, Mana Raiders. The mapping is a solid 10. Actually, I would go as far. Yeah, the mapping is a solid 10. You know, it's a beautiful game. Graphic details. I mean, they are your standard RM graphics on steroids, because clearly this developer is using some plugins to make this game even more beautiful than your standard RM game, like lighting and little sprinkling images, letting us know that there's an item here and there. So if it were just your standard RM, I would do 8, but this is an 8. I mean, I would be a 7, but this is an 8 because of the effort that we've put in to make your standard RM graphics look even better. Battle rate, obviously. I'm not gonna say that I was ready to throw my keyboard across the room. So I'm not gonna give it. I'm not gonna say 4. It wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't that frustrated. So definitely not that low, but definitely definitely not a high score either, because I definitely was complaining about a couple steps and I'm already getting blasted. I'm already getting thrown into into a battle. We're gonna do. I'd say 7 is a standard, so below 7 would be a 6. Azio says the battle rates are high in the beginning to get people used to the combat. It's not that bad after the mines. That's good to know. Azio says, thanks for playing my game though, bro. Of course, my bro, of course. D7 says, we'll play this versus Elden Ring. D7 pushes this game so hard. Oh man. D7 will. Oh, I'll play this over Final Fantasy 15. I'll play this over GTA. Azio says, random battles are completely skippable, bro. You just got an item that allows you to skip them. Of course. Brent Rawson, I was gonna edit it and give myself a 1000. Nice try, Brent Rawson. Nice try. Without that item, and this is a score. This score is without that item. I could be more efficient. Yes, I could be more efficient. But I feel that. I mean, this is my first playthrough of the game. This is my first impression of my first playthrough. I mean, you know, I'm just one guy, one opinion. Battle rate. The battles were super fun. There were moments when I thought some of these trash mobs were gonna be massive hard, and I was gonna get wrecked. I felt like these monsters were gonna sweep the floor with me, but I ended up kicking their butt. You know, one of my party members is able to use heal outside of battle, and she heals us during battle. We have potions. The battle rate was very fun. I think Aziel prides himself in the system that he's created. This is a very unique battle system that you're not going to find in many places. I am not going to score it on how unique this battle system is, but it is definitely a fun battle system, so I'm going to give it a 13. Plot. What do I think about the plot? Well, the game started out fun. I was having a laugh with a lot of the stuff that Axis was saying, and Abigail was kind of just following along. There wasn't a lot of I didn't get to a lot of plot. I got to the mines. We know that we got to the mines. That's it. That's all the story I got. I'm not going to rate plot because I got very little of the plot. It was mostly I got how long is this game? Like 15 hours, and I probably got like 30 minutes of gameplay in all of that time. I played the game. I played the game for almost 2 hours, and my stream says 2 hours and 10 minutes. But mostly it was all chatting and us discovering the system and stuff like that. I probably got maybe 20 minutes of story. I'm not gonna rate story. D7 says it's actually pretty dope, man. You actually gotta play this offline. Absolutely. This is one of the, like I said earlier, this is one of those games like Trials of Cascadia that I would like to play offline and just for myself, for fun. That's how good this game is. Music and sound effects, I don't feel like oh snap, this is a solid game. Oh snap, this game is this game's music is dope, off the charts. The sound effects of this game, I wasn't impressed with the sound effects or the music. The music was there, which was good to have. Every game's got to have music. It was your standard music, and it was good music too. It just wasn't impressive. It just wasn't that impressive. So your standard score is a 7. That's the standard score. Animations. So animations were solid. Aziel has gone above and beyond with animations. Like, all of the attacks were custom. I'm sure a lot of RTP was worked and modified to make it look even better, and then added to a lot of his action sequences and stuff. Absolutely golden. All of his art for animations. This is a man who has thrown a lot of his time in the action battle system, in the battle. So a lot of the fun is going to come from battling in this game. And so he's thrown a lot of effort into animations as well, which is good. He's made his battle fun. He's made his battle beautiful because we're looking at gorgeous graphics and sweet cutscenes. Just absolutely awesome job with animations. So we're going to go with a 13 for animations. And entertainment, yes, I was entertained. I'm going to do a 10 because I was having entertained. I break the 10 when I am above and beyond impressed. And yes, I was being entertained, but the tutorials drag this game down. That's why I can't break that 10 limiter, that 10 limit. Mechanics. We have mechanics for days and days and days on this game. You can learn skills from your weapons. You can learn skills from equipping those weapons So yeah, basically I just said the same thing twice. You can use abilities and then counter abilities. You can counter using directional buttons. You can parry skills. The enemy can counter your skills. You have to participate in the battle. If you don't participate, then you don't land any damage. There was a lot of mechanics in this game. Mechanics for days. Weaknesses, of course, that is your standard. Yeah, this guy has a lot going on with mechanics. The more mechanics doesn't mean this makes this game a better game. How good those mechanics were is what decides how we score mechanics. And those mechanics were good. I was having fun. They were, you know what, I'm gonna do a 12. Because we're not rating tutorials. I know tutorials were frustrating me, which is why I almost want to drag this number down to like an 8. But this has nothing to do with the tutorials. This has all to do with what I was doing in battle after the tutorials, which is having fun and just kind of participating in battle. So we're gonna put a 12 right here. So nerd score. Calculator. So 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 13 plus 7 plus 13 plus 10 plus 12 divided by 9 categories, I believe, because I don't think I have 10 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories. Actually, we did not score plot, so it's actually 7 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 8 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories divided by 8. 9.8. So let me go ahead and score that one more time. (10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 13 plus 7 plus 13 plus 10 plus 12 divided by 8 categories that were scored. 9.8. Nerd price. What would I pay for this game? If I were to walk in the store and I would to see the game Mana Raiders on the shelf, you have to tell yourself, when you walk into a store, are you going to pick up Final Fantasy VII because it's got a dude in the front picture swinging a huge sword behind his back? Or are you going to pick up a game that is showing a crystal in the title, not in the title screen, like in the front image? You know, I feel like it would be hard to pick up this game without first finding out about it. Mana Raiders on the shelf next to Crash Bandicoot. You know how hard it would be to not get Crash Bandicoot over Mana Raiders? Because Mana Raiders is a crystal, okay? Like, the image of Mana Raiders, the title screen is a crystal, you know? I mean, Final Fantasy VII has got a sword. That's all it got. But its promotion, like its cover picture when you're picking up the game, it's Cloud standing behind the Shinra building with a huge sword behind him. And it just looks so cool. And that was the marketing stunt that got me to pick up Final Fantasy VII like 10 years ago. Like, I don't know, however many years ago when PlayStation came out, that was the reason I picked it up. That was a genius marketing stunt, you know? Just putting Cloud out there with his huge sword. Now, ask yourself, is that how you feel about mana raiders when you walk into a store and you see just a huge crystal at the front and that's it, you know? Crystal Bandicoot. Having played the game and understanding how fun it is now, plus understanding that I probably wouldn't pick up the game without first knowing how fun it is, like just walking in and not understanding the depth of this game, just looking at the front titles screen or the cover picture for this game. Looking at the cover picture for this game, I would probably pay looking at the cover crystal for this page, and if I were to see, this is the front cover picture. This is the front cover picture, and it's just a huge crystal, you know? Like in no way does that tell me, oh, this game is fun. But you pick up the game and you turn it around to look at the details of the game, you know, because all the games have that. They got the cover picture, and then you turn the game around, you flip it, and you see this game has 15 hours, blah, blah, blah. And it shows you screenshots to try and buy the game. And it looks good. It looks freaking solid. I mean, look at these gorgeous screenshots. I was excited to play this game. The cover picture alone and the screenshots, I would put this game at $3.50. That's what I would put this game at. Quality. As complicated. Wait, hold up. Wrath of Wood says PS1 was at least 100 years ago. D7 says, I got Final Fantasy VII because it's Final Fantasy. I mean, I didn't even know about Final Fantasy until Final Fantasy VII. That's how solid Squaresoft's marketing was, you know. Wrath of Wood, Final Fantasy VII is that cool game that everybody likes for reasons. Brent Rawson says, Final Fantasy was all I cared about from 10 to 20. Yes. It just... marketing. It's all about marketing, you know. If anyone didn't know, it's called Final Fantasy VII because they were a dying company, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the developers just said, okay, you guys, this is our last game, and then we're gonna call it quits and we're gonna go our separate way. If this game isn't successful, we're shutting down. So, because this is our last game, we're going to call it Final Fantasy. This is the final game. This is the final fantasy that we will be, you know, putting out. This is a fantasy, and it's the final one, you know. And that's actually a solid name. And, you know, they built the game, Final Fantasy 1. It went into Super Nintendo, I think, and it was a success. And then Final Fantasy 2 came out. And 3 and 4 and 5 and stuff. As you said, that's false. They wanted to call it Fighting Fantasy, but the name was taken. I mean, there's a lot of myths, you know. That's one that I heard, you know. But even Wrath of Wood says that's a myth. You know, I think I like myth over the fact. Brent Russell says, just imagine all the Final Fantasies that never happened because people quit. Wrath of Wood says, they made a bunch of games that year. Oh, man. So, quality. Yeah, man, this game, for all the unique features it has, I'm surprised nothing broke. That's wild. As far as the grammar, I could not find a piece of grammar that was off either. So this is definitely in the quality score right here. And Nerd Stamp AAA game. Is this a game that I would find myself playing over Pokemon Crystal if it was on the Switch? No, I'm not going to say if. I would probably play Pokemon Crystal over this game, but I wouldn't play. I probably put in. I might not. I might pick this game up over a couple Mega Man, all the Mega Man games actually. I'm a big fan of Mega Man, but Mega Man X, that's what gets me. That's where it's at. I definitely wouldn't pick up Mega Man over this. I think I would pick up this over Mega Man. Now, Mega Man X, that's a different story. I would pick up Mega Man X every time because Mega Man X is so fun. And it's like this game right here. It's all just action, you know? It's action. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and put a yes here because I would pick this game up over Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I would pick this game up over all 9 Mega Man games. Azio says, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this review, but you only cover about 10 minutes of content. You gotta play more, bro. D7 says, you get what you get, bro. Honestly, I mean, is that my fault or is that the tutorial's fault? You know? The Nerd Score hath spoken. Brent Ross says, you got that AAA, not a bad game stamp for of approval. Oh, man. And then we got Aziel over here trying to rate the review. I'm not sure how I feel about the review. Oh, God, that's gold. That's gold. Aziel says, yeah, that's why I'm in zero rush to get Zola out. People are going to have the exact same reaction as this and Toasty. Oh, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for dropping by today on my Wednesday stream. This has been a Nerd Mansion review during the Nerd Mansion Wednesday stream. I stream every Wednesday. And, you know, it was fun to go today. I support the community 100%. Like Brent Rawson said, though, I do have to discover more developers out there from the RPG Maker forum, the itch website, Steam. I gotta, you know, I want to branch out and discover more talent, while at the same time showing some love to all the developers that we already know as well, who have been working very hard to release their games. A lot of these developers have some solid games that will be coming out soon. Aziel has Zola's Nightmare. Brent Rawson has Trials of Cascadia. D7 has Aeon's Legacy, which will come out when I'm probably 50 years old. Wrath of Wood has gajillion games. The last game that I played, I think, was My Computer Wants to Eat Me. Who else has a game that has been in the chat? Oh, Bim Lounge. Bim Lounge has a game, Rock and Soul. D7 recently played that. I recently played that. And it's been updated. The game has been updated so that, it's a single executable file, which makes it much more easier for people to play when they download. Yeah. I hope everyone has a good day, a good rest of their day. And I will see you guys next time on my next Wednesday stream. And peace out, homies. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. And don't stop being so awesome. Peace.